Let's see. It's going, yeah. So I've been trying to record this for like 2 days at this point. Not really. But I tried once 2 days ago and I kept having problems with my iPhone camera, not recording sound properly. Then it stopped recording altogether halfway after 7 minutes, and I gave up, so I'm trying again today. I've had some really, really vivid, very palpable dreams this weekend and the week before. So last Saturday, 3 days ago, I was visiting a friend, and a lot of alcohol has been consumed. I think I've had one beer, one cocktail, half of my friend's cocktail. Then we went to her place. I had one more beer and had two more cocktails. So, I wasn't really drunk, which was weird because I drank a lot. We both drank a lot. And then I went to sleep at her place, and I was in a guest room. And I want to, like, it's important to show what the layout of the guest room was, right? So, imagine a room. Hold on. Shut up. Imagine a room, rectangular, right? The entrance is like here, and my bed is here next to the wall. And along the wall is a big window. Basically, the whole length of the wall is a window, and it's right above my bed. So the room is to my left here, and I'm sleeping right next to the window. And it's important because I had a sleep paralysis again, which was quite crazy. And I've been having a lot of them lately. I don't know why. So, the first dream I saw, I was together with another friend, and we were in a city which kind of looked like sort of like Kiev or Belgrade, like an Eastern European city. It was early summer, early in the morning. It was sunny. The sun was rising. I would say around 10 o'clock, according to my inner feeling. And we were in this a sort of administrative government area, part of the city with a lot of big buildings, white marble, lots of parks, very clean, very large, broad roads. And we were trying to go to a museum, but suddenly it changed to a cinema, Dream Logic. And my friend says, "Oh, we have to go register in advance, or like buy tickets, because the movie the showing would start in a couple of hours, and we had to buy tickets in advance." So we went. It was right next to it. Like, we went across the road, and we went to go inside the cinema, and then I saw that the cinema kind of looked like a. I think my. Okay, I hope the camera is not shaking as I'm touching the table. It probably is, isn't it? I'm not gonna touch the table. So we were the cinema building suddenly turned into this amusement park like balloon building with slides, and it was red. That's all I remember. And there was like a mascot on top, something like that. And there were a lot of people standing in the line, so my friend decided to stay in the line, and I went off to the side a little bit. And right next to this cinema building, there was a huge open area, hundreds of meters wide, hundreds of meters deep, and what was peculiar about it is it consisted of two levels. The level above was like an elevated wooden platform made out of dark wood. It was open, completely empty. There were a lot of people on it, but no structures. Um, and right below it was this sort of like a swampy, very shallow lake, but with very transparent water. It was sand underneath, some tall grass growing in it, and I want to say about this much of water covering the sand. And the top platform was covered with people, lots and lots of people. I don't know what exactly they were doing there. I think it was like a festival or something. But they were all gathering there, so I went around and I met some friends of mine that I know from university. And I came up to them and we started talking, and we decided to go off. And right behind the platform, and to like on both sides of it, started what looked like a very deep wild forest. So we went to the other edge of the platform, walked down to go into the bushes or into the forest. But then I saw that one of the guys stayed behind up on the platform, and we look up at him, and he's standing above us, and suddenly he starts peeing. He starts peeing on the platform, but because it's a wooden platform with, cracks in it, not cracks, the space between the boards, between the wooden boards, and he starts dripping uh, from the top platform, not on us. We were not under him. We were like to the side, but it starts dripping into the water, and we all start freaking out, like, dude, what are you doing? And I I wanted to tell him to come down, but then I felt a really strong sense of danger, and I saw that there was a massive alligator in the bushes that was about to jump at him. Even I don't know how, but even though he was on the top platform, but I felt that the guy was in danger, and I was like, "Hey, watch out!" And the alligator opened its mouth, and I woke up. Let me check that it's recording, please. Yes, yes. Hold on. Are you recording? Yes, please. I hope it is. I woke up and immediately had sleep paralysis, which was very scary. So I'm lying in my bed, and on my back, I look to the side, and I see the door on the other side of the room swing open, and a short black figure, what I identified as a little girl, rushes into the room, runs into it, runs up to my bed, and just stands like right above me for a second or so. I freaked out. It was very, very scary. It happened like this. I turn around, door swings open, the figure runs up to my face. Like, it was like right here. And then in a moment it was gone. I stood up on my elbow, looked around, turned on my flashlight. Because I thought my friend has a cat, so I thought maybe the cat came in and jumped on my bed, and that's what my my brain, my brain interpreted as a shadow figure, um, and but no, it was just nothing. There was nothing in the room. There was nothing in the room. I looked with my flashlight, and there was nothing. Um, After that, I went back to sleep, and I had another dream, which was also funny. So at the start of the dream, I woke up inside the dream, right? And I was in this apartment, which looked very oddly, like in terms of layout, like my aunt's apartment. I think I was sleeping in the living room or something, and but it was more like it was better renovated. It was a newer apartment, and the people who lived there were an Italian girl who is like the main character with massive breasts, absolutely huge. Her boyfriend slash brother, I don't remember. It was something, a young male figure who had short, bleached hair, kind of funny looking. I think another small child, and I guess parents, or at least one mother. The day before that, inside the dream, I was playing or teaching the younger kid, and the girl came and she sat with us and she was trying to seduce me. She was like looking at me very seductively, and she was wearing this long sleeved gray t shirt, and she touched her breasts and like pushed them in. And I was like, oh, okay, I pretended I didn't notice that. The morning after, inside the dream, her parent is her parent figure is leaving. I think her brother slash boyfriend, whatever, is leaving as well, and we're left in the apartment alone. And immediately she just jumps on top of me. I'm like, she's smaller than me, and she's like, I don't know why I think she was Italian. She was like shorter than me, long brown hair, darkish sort of Italian skin, and but suddenly she was completely topless, and I realized she was trying to have sex with me. I tried to get away from her. I don't know why I didn't want to have sex with her in a dream, and but she, kind of, she jumped on me like this, grabbed my shoulders, and she called me Nika. I don't know why. She said, "Come on, Nika," and she pulled my hand into the other room where she fell on the couch. And once again, her breasts were gigantic. The strange thing about them was that she had very tiny nipples, like disproportionately tiny nipples. Like when women have large breasts, usually the nipple or the areola gets stretched, right? But she had really weird tiny nipples, which kind of weirded me out. And I tried to get away from her, even though I found her attractive. But I didn't want to have sex with her in a dream, honestly. Um, uh, in the end, she pulled me closer to herself, and I woke up again, or the dream switched. Um, Still going, still going. And the third dream, the layout of the room is also important. So I was laying inside the dream. I kept waking up. I kept waking up in real life. I woke up, I think, because I drank a lot of alcohol, and I drank like a ton of water before going to bed. So I kept waking up. I woke up like 5 or 6 times during the night. And just went immediately back to sleep. So this was the fourth dream. I was laying inside the dream in the same room on my bed, but on my side and looking towards the window. Except in my dream, the window was not the way it was in real life. It was very narrow and tall, and through that window, I saw the night sky above, an old city. With beautiful, beautiful stars, myriads of stars, and the most beautiful night sky you can imagine. And I've never seen something like that in real life. But the most prominent features of the night sky were the three constellations that I saw, and they were the Ursa Major, Ursa Minor, and a third constellation which doesn't exist in real life, and it looked exactly like Ursa Major and Ursa Minor, like sort of a pot thing. And they were also right above each other, which also doesn't make sense. That's not how they are in real life, mostly. But they were like right above each other. So they were like one like this, one like this, one like this, and they were highlighted for some reason. Like the stars that made up those constellations were much, much brighter than the other stars, and those constellations were very visible. And suddenly I was inside a train going through the city. The room started moving, and as it was moving, I saw the city passing by outside the window, and I saw a lot of gothic-looking buildings, old buildings, and suddenly they all turned into this black and white late 19th century print sort of deal. Or not, just a black and white print. Let me show you an example. Not exactly, this is the wrong style, but one moment. Like this type of thing, right? Like a woodcut print. But this is obviously much older. This is the 16th century, and what I saw looked a lot more modern. It was also a more modern city, or not modern, just closer in time to us. But suddenly it all started turning into an abstract painting with white, black, and red colors, and then I woke up. Fun. Recording, please? Yes. I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid about this stupid phone because it stops recording, it doesn't record sound properly, and I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm like half sure that when I look at this recording, what was I trying to say? It's late at night. I don't remember anything. I'm sure that when I look at the recording, something will be wrong. Like I'll be half cut off by the camera or something, or the sound will not be working, or I don't know. Also, my hair is messy. Check out my new t-shirt though, and it's not new. It's an Arnold Schoenberg t-shirt that I made myself, designed myself. Well, I didn't design it, it's just an album cover. A very nice recording that I like. I recommend this album to everybody. I've had it for some time. I just almost never wear it. I don't know why. It's kind of poor quality. It's a very cheap t-shirt print. I love the music as well. It's from Donkey Kong, from the video game, and I've played it recently, the first and the second part, and I decided to play them specifically because of the music. And I stumbled across these compilations on YouTube, like these 1-hour mixes, and I thought that was absolutely fantastic and really phenomenal. And I played the game as well, and the game was fun. Can I actually put something else? You're probably seeing my search history. Huh? Huh? Come on. This one is great as well. Please tell me it's recording. Yes. Too loud. And last week I also had a very strange dream, and that one really upset me because it was about my girlfriend. It was a very unpleasant dream. Inside the dream, I married my girlfriend, and on the first night of the marriage, we were together, and I was making out with her, and I grabbed her butt, and it was dirty, I was covered with feces and like different colors. It's a dream. It's a dream. And I realized that she doesn't wash it or something, even though she does in real life. But it's a dream. And I was like, I was so disgusted. It was horrible. And I decided to break up with her immediately. Like the first day of our marriage, I decided to break up with her, and I told her that. And I said, I cannot take this anymore. You're disgusting. And it turned out that then she told me that she did it on purpose to make me break up with her. And this dream really upset me for some time. I told her about it as well, and she didn't understand where it's coming from. And I don't understand where it's coming from either, but it really, yeah, I don't want this to happen. I guess, yeah, I mean, these are gorgeous. When I was younger, I remember I was trying to learn how to draw, and I was copying some of these, and the copies were actually quite decent. I tried copying the drawings of buildings and so on. Obviously, the humans are much more difficult, but I love the shading on these, and these are fantastic. You should have become a manga artist. Can you imagine having a manga like in this style? Oh, that would have been fantastic. I mean, look at how many he's made. And I'm assuming it was much harder to make than like computer graphics drawing, whatever they use these days. Anyway, I don't know. I don't have anything else to tell. Those were the dreams, and yeah, I got a bad taste. I'm in a bad mood after remembering the last dream. Bye bye.